Hello and welcome to the channel and welcome to another Lost reaction. This is season 5 episode 16 and it is called The Incident Part 1. And while I'm absolutely spot on in my head of exactly what has happened over the course of this season and the timeline from 1954 all the way to the present day seems fairly complete now. There are still some hanging questions. Obviously there's the big questions that the season has had right from the beginning about Jacob, about the black smoke, about what the island actually is. But I've got a few questions about this season in particular. So in 1954, US Army sends 40 people, or at least 40 US Army operatives, should we say, arrive on the island with an H-bomb. So the first question is, did they arrive by design or by accident? Given the fact that they had a hydrogen bomb with them, makes me think that they landed quite deliberately on the island. But given the fact that the island is incredibly hard to find, that seems unlikely. And also, I mean, Daniel, was it Daniel that said, well, somebody said it wasn't unusual for the US Army to do atomic bomb testing in the Pacific. What was unusual was for them to do it on an island so large. They usually did it on very, very small atolls in the Pacific. So I'm thinking they arrived on the island accidentally. Then they came into contact with the hostiles and attacked them, which led the hostiles to then attack them, killing all 40 and burying their bodies. And then wearing their clothes and living in their tents. Why did the hostiles do that? Why did they steal their clothes and live in their tents? Where were they living before and what were they wearing before? Right, Daniel arrives and he tells them to bury the bomb, which they do. Then John arrives and tells Richard to look him up as a small boy, setting about that course of events. Then Daniel goes to Ann Arbor as part of the Dharma Initiative, and I think the show could have done a better job at letting non-Americans know that Ann Arbor was just a small town in Michigan. Is that right? In Michigan. So they were basically saying that these people were going to the mainland. Yeah, that led to a little bit of confusion. So I wish they'd just made that a bit clearer for us non-American people. So in 1977 we have the incident, because Daniel said it was only a few hours away. What I want to know is, well, I was fairly convinced that the incident was as Daniel described it. Drilling at the Swan Station lets loose the electromagnetic force, etc., etc. It leads to a massive catastrophe and then they build the Swan Station to contain it and vent it every 108 minutes. Then Daniel started talking about dropping a hydrogen bomb and therefore destroying everything on the island and cancelling out all the events that was to come afterwards. But we all know that didn't happen. Daniel himself in 1954 says there has been no atomic explosion in the last 50 years. So if they're not being allowed to change things, maybe Jack trying to detonate the hydrogen bomb to fulfill Daniel's quest is the incident itself. Except it can't be, because Daniel said that no atomic explosion had occurred. So Jack has got to fail. Like the next question I have is John. Resurrected John took Richard and Ben to go and see past John and help him. The thing is, how did John, Resurrected John, this is getting confusing, how did Resurrected John know when to be there? Because past John time jumped to Ethan and to the plane, got shot, then time jumped again, and then Richard came out of the bushes and extracted the thing and scared John, and then John jumped again to 1954. But there was no way that past John had any way of knowing when he jumped to. So how did now John know where past John had jumped to? How did he know that that was, that past John had jumped to the future from his perspective? Oh. Why did Richard say to Son that he saw Jin and all the others die in 1977? I mean, it's true, it could happen. There's nothing really in the rules to say that that can't happen. But we've still got another season to go, so I don't see them killing off that many main characters with a season still to go. And what did he mean when he says he's going to kill Jacob? Is it possible that there's going to be another time jump, and when he kills Jacob he becomes Jacob? Maybe John has been Jacob all along. I know there's going to be another time jump at some point, because we've got to get our heroes from 77 back to the present day. So I don't know how that's going to come about. And lastly, how did Ilana and Bram know to be on that plane? Because they obviously came here deliberately. They obviously knew already about the island. How did they know about the island? Why were they so why was Bran so insistent that Miles did not work for Charles? Obviously they're not working for Charles, but they're not working for Ben either. So who are they working for? Who are they? And why do they keep asking that weird riddle, what lies in the shadow of the statue? And what is meant by that question? Do they mean what lies in the shadow of the statue, as in, what is in the shadow of the statue? Like the obvious answer is, most of the jungle. Or do they mean what lies in the shadow of the statue? Because we've seen the black smoke engulf Ben, kind of engulfed him, and he got judged. So maybe the black smoke, maybe the shadow of the statue is like a euphemism for the black smoke. And they're saying what tells an untruth in the shadow of the statue, because you can't lie, because the black smoke picks things out of your brain. No, I can't. I don't know. But they're very insistent on asking that question, and they're quite violent to anyone that doesn't answer it correctly, it would seem, because Frank got knocked out, and they said he's coming with us. Where are they going? And where did the compass come from? Because the compass seems to be going round and round and round and round in circles in time. I'm sure it'll all iron itself out eventually. I'm sure it'll all make sense. Do I start wondering about Jacob and the statue, and why there's hieroglyphs, Egyptian looking hieroglyphs, and images of Anubis. Do I need to start pondering why that is right now? Or can I leave that for the moment? Okay, let's go on with this. Oh, is that Rumpelstiltskin? Oh, we are in the past.
Morning. Morning. Mind if I join you?
No, you're
Please.
Jacob. The blue guy's Jacob.
Take it you're here because of the ship.
That's the Black Rock, isn't it?
How did they find the island?
You'll have to ask them when they get here.
Still trying to prove me wrong, aren't you?
You are wrong.
Am I?
About what?
They come, fight, they destroy, they corrupt. It always ends the same.
I've thought
It
that.
only ends once. Anything that happens before that, it's just progress.
Do you have any idea how badly I want to kill you?
Yes?
One of these days, sooner or later, I'm going to find a loophole, my friend.
Well, when you do, I'll be right here.
One final loophole.
Always nice talking to you, Jacob.
Oh, okay then. Okay, so the white shirt is Jacob. And the statue's already there. Oh, that's
You're Diane Austin's girl. What's your name?
oh, that's Kate.
I'm calling your mom, then the cops, because I don't tolerate stealing here. You understand?
I'll pay for it. I hope this is enough.
Well,
Hello, Jacob.
once somebody pays for it, guess there's no harm done. But I don't want to see you in here ever again without your parents. You understand me?
We have to get out of here.
You're underwater.
We're underwater. What the hell are you doing here? How'd you get caught?
I came back to get you.
Came back to get me for what?
Where's Jack? Jack is on his way to blow up a hydrogen bomb.
Why the hell would he do that?
Does it matter? We have to stop him.
Too late, I think.
The core itself is a thermonuclear.
Yeah.
It'll be more than enough.
If Faraday says it's enough, then it'll be enough. You've trusted Faraday all this time.
Hey, wait.
I have been here a long time, John.
Yeah.
And I've seen things on this island that I could barely describe, but I've never seen someone come back to life.
And I've never seen anyone who doesn't age.
Hmm.
Doesn't mean it can't happen.
I'm this way because of Jacob.
Okay.
And if I had to guess, he's the reason you're not in that coffin anymore.
I agree completely, Richard.
So why do you want to
That's
kill
why
him?
I'm doing this, so I can thank him. Let's go!
He's incredibly sure of himself, isn't he, John? And Richard's not sure. Oh, here we go.
What, you think he's a candidate?
A candidate? For what?
He's awake.
How long you been listening to us?
Long enough to wonder what the hell I'm a candidate for.
Okay, they've brought something with them.
Open it.
They've brought something back to the island. Something that was lost. And we're not going to see, are we?
Terrific.
Oh, what's in the box?
Over 20 years ago, a man named John Locke. He walked right into our camp, and he told me that he was going to be our leader. You know him, Locke.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I know him. And if I were you, I wouldn't give up on him.
Oh. Jack has changed his tune, hasn't he? He has seen the light. Hallelujah, etc.
So,
You're willing to do whatever I say, no matter what it is.
Yes.
Well then,
Let's go.
I guess I won't have to convince you after all.
Because he's
Convince me to do what?
the one that's going to kill him.
I'm not going to kill Jacob, Ben.
You are.
You are.
Why? Oh. And who was the other guy that Jacob was talking to on the beach all that time ago? Oh, this is where she gets run over.
Excuse me, sir.
No.
Could you help me?
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry. I think I'm lost. Are you from Los Angeles?
What are you looking for?
I found him.
Jacob set that up, almost. No, he didn't set, but he knew it was going to happen. And he made sure Sayid wasn't in the way.
You're the son of a bitch who shot my kid. Don't buy that weapon. I'm carrying a nuclear device.
Shit. They got to get Sayid to a medical facility.
I got no idea where the hell we are.
Vincent?
Vincent, come here. Hey.
How
you doing, boy?
have you kept yourself alive for the last 3 years?
Flaming arrows 3 years ago.
Hi! How do you survive alone out here?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, are they...
Bernard!
Oh, Rose and Bernard.
They found us.
Son of a bitch.
They found us? What, were they hiding?
We just need to know which way the Dharma barracks are from here, so we can stop Jack. Or you're gonna be dead. We all will.
So we die.
So be it, yeah.
We just care about being together.
They've had 3 years together, which they wouldn't have normally had on the outside world because of her illness.
That way.
What the hell are you going to do with it anyway?
We need to show it to somebody
What for?
so they'll know who they're up against.
What
Is that a
exactly are
bomb?
they up against?
Something a hell of a lot scarier than what's in this box, Frank.
It'd be reassuring if I knew who you were.
Yes.
We're the good guys.
Oh, yeah, everyone says that.
In my experience, the people who go out of their way to tell you that the good guys are the bad guys.
So why is Jacob visiting these people?
It's finished when I smoke pretty rash.
Is that Russian?
Will you help me, Ilana?
Yes.
So Ilana works directly for Jacob.
What happened?
He isn't there. Hasn't been in a long time. Someone else has been using it. Burn it!
That's what he was looming, wasn't it? At the beginning.
Well, I guess we know where we're going.
The statue. Was that the hut that Bernard and Rose were using? That is very irresponsible. Why have they burnt down the hut? What was the point of that? Oh, John's about to fall down the... Yeah. And it was Jacob that saved him. He's dead. Oh my God.
Don't worry, everything's gonna be alright.
John did die. Blind faith.
이분 그혼을 체크합니다.
두 분의 사랑은 아주 특별한 것입니다.
누구예요?
누군지 몰라도 한국말은 잘하는.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to kill themselves.
Why the hell are we stopping?
That's why.
Oh. Stopping party has arrived. No, it's the end. I've just realised. My God, I got right into that. Okay then, so low-key stuff first. We've got Sayid has been shot. Is he going to die? Jack has thrown all of his eggs into one basket and he's taken them to the Swan in the hope that his plan will erase the last 30 years of events. Instead of taking him straight to the staff where he could get patched up. They've run into Juliet and Sawyer and Kate, who are there to stop them from exploding the bomb, having escaped from the sub. What else do we have? Bram and Ilana and company, along with Frank, unwittingly, have something in a very large container. And we don't know what it is, but it's something devastating and something recognisable, because Frank recognised it straight away as being terrible. And it seems that they're working directly for Jacob. We still don't know what lies in the shadow of the statue, but the statue was up and complete for a long time. I thought it was destroyed like a long time ago, but we see Jacob at the beginning. First of all, we see him weaving a tapestry that seemed to have Greek lettering at the top, and the eye of, I'm assuming it's the eye of Ra, with Artun like rays coming out of it, like sun rays, but they were done very much like in the Artun style, with the rays having hook hands at the end. What was that? What was that all about? And then he was on the beach with some other guy that definitely is not Richard. He's not anybody that we have met so far. Yeah, it might be the Eye of Horus. But yeah, they're definitely Artun rays coming out. He's on the beach, and yeah, that other guy, definitely not Richard. And they're there at the time of the Black Rock, which was 1870s, and the statue was still in one piece, and it seems to be of the crocodile god, which I forgot to look up. It fits with the like god of fertility. Taweret. No, that is definitely or Sekhmet. So the statue is of the Egyptian goddess Taweret, who was the goddess of fertility. And it's actually not the one I thought it was during the reaction. I was thinking of a completely different god. But the fertility thing makes sense. I kind of always knew it was going to be some sort of fertility thing because of the baby thing and because of the male fertility thing that goes on in the island. What that all means, I don't know. But the fact that the statue was still complete in the 1870s or the Black Rock era is interesting. And their conversation was very strange as well. Other guy said to Jacob that he wants to kill him. And as soon as he finds a loophole He will. Like, why can't he kill him now? Why does he need a loophole? And what is this loophole? And where is this loophole? What are the rules? This is another thing of this, the rules thing. And who is that other guy? And another thing he said that was really weird, when the other guy was talking about, yeah, they come, they wage war, they destroy. Jacob turned around and said, it only ends the once. Anything that happens before that is just progress.
Always ends the same.
It only ends once. Anything that happens before that, it's just progress.
That's a very, very odd phrase. Very, very odd sentence to say. What the hell does that mean? Are they not human? I think that's pretty obvious that they're not human, or they're something more than human. It all boils down to who is this other guy. And also Jacob visited many of the 815s in their past, and he seems to have done that at, should we say, character defining moments of each of their lives. Jin and Son's wedding, just before Sayid's wife is killed, or at the moment of Sayid's wife being killed. Ilana in hospital, and she appeared to already know him because she said she was happy to see him. But what happened to her that she got those injuries that seemed quite horrific. John Locke, just before he finds out that his father actually does want to kill him and makes the attempt. And I think possibly succeeded. I think Jacob might have brought him back to life in that moment. What else did we have? Kate, not so much so. Kate when she was shoplifting as a child. And also Sawyer at the moment of his parents' funeral. I think that in the next episode, yes, we're going to see Jacob visiting other people. But why? Why was he touching their lives? Was he marking them, so to speak, marking their destiny to land on the island eventually, crash on that island eventually? Because the other guy said that Jacob brought the Black Rock to the island. Is Jacob just lonely? Is that why the other guy is there? Because Jacob is alone there and he just wants companionship? Or is it one big experiment on a grander scale than Dharma could ever have hoped to imagine? Oh. Okay then, we're going to get on with the next episode, and I'm going to do that right now. No delay, because I want to get these two out at the same time. There won't be an intro for the next one because I think I've covered everything in this. There you go. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, keep well. Bye bye.